You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock in. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Come on in. Welcome to the Hood Table one more again. Make sure when you come in, you show us some love. Hit the like button, hit the share button. And if you are not already subscribed, feel free. Feel free to subscribe to the Hood Table. And if you want to become a part of the Hood Table Nation, all you got to do is click the join button and Google will take care of the rest. But anywho, thank you for everybody who's tuning into this review. We are now reviewing Power Book 2 Ghost, Season 1, Episode 5, The Gift of Magi. And by the way, this is the mid-season review. So I don't know exactly when the next episode will come out, but I am looking forward to it, especially after this most recent episode, which we're about to get right into. And as usual, make sure you let me know how you feel about this episode, about each one of the different scenes or different characters, storylines. If you will, just put it in the comment section down below. Thank you. But anywho, this episode, episode 5, The Gift of Magi, it is now Tariq's 18th birthday. But why does it feel like this man is like going on 30? Which basically his birthday, which he should be celebrating now, is one that he shares with his deceased twin sister, Raina. Rest in peace, Raina. At the beginning of the show, his mother, Tasha, was having a dream that his sister, Raina, was still alive. In her dream, Raina came to her house while Tyreek was already blowing out the birthday candles. Tasha, as you can see, was kind of in a state of confusion because she didn't understand why her daughter was there, what's the meaning of her return. But as she was hugging her, Raina asked, did Tariq beat her home? Now, something tells me there's a message behind this. There's a message behind exactly what Raina is saying and why Tasha is seeing her in her dreams. But anywho, Tasha's awakened by the sound of somebody pushing a cart past her jail cell. Once the coast was clear, Tasha picked up her secret cell phone to call her son Tariq, wish him a happy birthday. She wanted him to visit, but he got a test. He got a lot of stuff going on. So, it's back to reality. Now, Monet, who will probably never receive the Mother of the Year award. She's now training her daughter Diana to use her femininity to control a man to get what she wants. In teaching Diana, she shades Ramirez. Now, Ramirez is the cop that really wants to be with Monet, but she just kind of messing around. It's like her little boy toy, for the meantime, while her husband is locked up in the pen. But anyway, when Ramirez comes around unannounced, she purposely, showing off to her daughter Diana, flips out on Ramirez for not, respecting her boundaries. Any other time he could just pop on over, but she's trying to, set something straight with her daughter Diana. And this is basically, you gotta put your foot down sometimes with these men, and let them know how you really feel, let them know what time it really is. Even if you don't want to, but you got to get what you want out of the man. That's what she's trying to teach her daughter, Diana. So she tells him, don't be coming over just with a hard D-I-C-K and a bubble gum, a piece of stick of bubble gum with nothing else to offer. But my question to y'all is, after she so rudely sidelined him like that, she just curbed him, do you think he's going to remain loyal to her and her family? That disrespect has got to be a huge blow to his ego. Any other man, they probably would have cussed her ass out. Now she probably would have pulled out her strap on them, but they would have cussed her out anyway as they was running towards their car. But what I also want to know is, why does Monet continue to allow her son Kane to talk to her the way he does? Just so disrespectful. But um what do y'all think was the meaning behind Tariq's answer to her when she asked, which one of my kids can I trust? His response to her was, me. First, he's not her child. So was she suggesting that she couldn't trust any of her kids? Now, he did, in fact, lie to Monet about not knowing, who it was that drew a picture of. And I had mentioned last week that I wonder how Monet or her other kids will react knowing that Drew is gay. But it appears as if it's no secret at all. They already know or got some idea. And it also appears that Monet doesn't trust Drew's choices of relationships. She don't trust the men that he's dealing with, or does she not trust him being gay? Like, she mentioned several times how she don't want him to be too soft. She hoped that he's not too soft, and how Tahada, her husband, had even mentioned in the past that he hopes he's not too soft. I guess what she's trying to say is she thinks that his choices of a relationship might be a big distraction for their family business. But if that's how she really feels, I can see why. I mean, after just one little date, it wasn't even a date. It was just an incident. I don't even know if it was a hit it and quit it with the basketball player, because Drew, he already acting like he has a whole relationship, where the basketball player on the other hand is like running away from him. Like, first of all, don't be trying to come up on me, hugging on me all in public and stuff. That basketball player isn't ready to come out the closet quite yet, if ever. But despite all that, getting tongue tied here, but despite all that, Monet knows that Tariq's mind is brilliant. And he comes from a hustling family. I mean, his father is Ghost, who run a, mega drug empire. So she trusts him with, making smart moves, at least for now. At least for now. Secondly, while I was thinking that Braden would be the one to accidentally let him and Tyreek's business ventures out to the wrong person, could it just might be Tariq? Can Tariq trust Braden enough to reveal where he's getting his drugs from? I did not see that coming. I'm like, Tariq just laid it all down. This is the mother. This is the wife of such and such. He's in the pen. They do. I mean, he was telling him everything, every detail. But if something happens to Tariq, will Braden remember the positions on the chessboard to be able to come to Tyreek's aid if the family business is compromised? Especially now that Braden's brother done stole all their stash. Now, also speaking of family business, I feel and y'all let me know if I'm wrong. This is just how I feel right now. Next episode might be different, but I still feel as if Monet should listen to her husband Lorenzo and allow Diana to go to school. I mean, what has she brought to the table so far? Diana ain't bringing nothing to the table, and so far, every instruction that Monet has given to her has not been accomplished. Heck, Riley, which is Sax's niece, is doing a far much better job than Diana when it comes to finding out what Tariq is up to. And also, I couldn't believe what Diana did. Like, what was she thinking? That it was a great idea to take Tariq's gun when he had passed out. I mean, what if she would have got caught with a gun? What if there's some bodies on the gun? I mean, if McLean hadn't showed up at Tamika's house, Tamika could have been one of the bodies on that gun. Or Tariq could have gotten into a situation and needed the gun, like Monet was trying to suggest to Diana. Now, Tariq's lawyer, McLean, he done subpoena Tamika to testify in Sax's recusal hearing, which means the truth about Ghost murderer could potentially come out. Tasha, Tariq, Sax, they know what this could possibly mean for each of them. The focus could wind up on Tariq or Sax as being the murderer. However, Tariq, he went and explained to Tamika, why that wouldn't be such a good look for him if he testified. Tariq told her because if he had to then testify against Tommy Eakin, his uncle, Tommy Eakin, for Ghost murder, then his own life could possibly be in jeopardy. So he's trying to make her feel sorry for him. Like, okay, if this son really killed his father because his father was being abusive to, his mother, or threatened to kill his mother, and then if that ain't it, if that's really not the case, and if Tommy really killed Ghost because Tasha had him killed, either way, his life is in jeopardy. If he say Tommy Egan did it, now Tommy, he loved them kids. He loved them kids, his niece and nephew. But if your nephew testified that you killed Ghost and you didn't kill Ghost, what could that mean for Tariq? And if Tariq testifies that he actually did it, or it came out that he actually did it, what could happen to Tariq? It's like a lose-lose situation. But then McLean showed up at Tamika's home, interrupting their deep conversation. I wonder how that would have ended, though, if McLean hadn't got there when he did. Do y'all think Tariq could have shot her, killed her in her own home if she refused to step away from, testifying? I don't know. I don't know. We might never find out. Now, Sax, thanks to his niece Riley, knew that Tariq had been accidentally drugged by her, resulting in Tariq wandering around, high as a kite in the middle of the night. Tariq, he doesn't usually drink. He doesn't usually, do too many drugs. So he was pretty lit. She was trying to drug up his roommate, Braden, but instead, Braden handed the drink off to Tariq. Now, Riley also put a location app on Tariq's phone so that she could keep track of him for Sax. That led to Sax following him and recording him while, Tariq was, he was all emotional and he stumbled along Raina's tombstone. He was crying in tears, apologizing for not being there. And then when he headed over to Ghost headstone, he was telling Ghost, things like I had to do it, and things like I did what you would have done. Basically, Sax took this as a confession to the murder, even though it wouldn't be admissible in court. But that was just enough for him to know which direction to take in trying to pin Ghost's murder on the right person, which would be Tariq. Now, with this newfound information, or should I say revelation, both Sack and McLean now, looking out for their own best interest, decides to team up together so that Tasha can get off, and in return, Tariq is charged with murder. This would definitely make McLean Attorney of the Year. Basically, what he had been, been being told this whole time since Tariq hired him was like, man, this would make your career. This would set your path for the rest of your career. He would be like Attorney of the Year, and alongside him, Sachs would be U.S. Attorney of the Year if it played out the way that they planned it. But then again, being that Tasha has a feeling which direction her case could go, she decides to forego her trial and leaves her attorney a message saying she's agreeing to a plea deal. This deal, though, however, might just be too late. As a matter of fact, Tasha, she still don't even have any idea of the new truce between Sachs and McLean. So again, that deal just might be too late. But moving right along, let's discuss Professor Reynolds. Now, Professor Reynolds, his TA Melissa, she helped Tyreek out by letting him know where Reynolds was. Tariq called up to Mr. Reynolds, or Professor Reynolds. He apologized for his behavior in class, promised to never be late again. I don't quite believe that will be true, but anyway, Tariq is on, them people time. But anyway, Reynolds, he accepts his apology, also accepts a late homework assignment. But what he did next was totally unexpected and immoral. Okay, so he's feeling destroyed by the realization that his book might not end up on the next bestsellers list. But deciding to steal Tariq's work? Okay, we know that sometimes students, they feel pressured into plagiarizing someone's work. It's not right. But it's been done over and over again throughout years, and it probably will continue, by different students every now and then. But I've never heard of a professor or a teacher plagiarizing their students' body of work. Okay. Now, I guess from seeing what happened here, there is nothing that Reynolds won't do to get what he wants. But for now, besides, his book being a top seller, the only other thing he seems to want right now is some more Professor Milgram. But what's up with Professor Milgram this time? What's up with Carrie? I mean, is she bipolar? Last episode, Carrie practically ripped his clothes off before making love to him all over his office. But this week, she's refusing him. She refuses him, telling him, you need to find another story. Now, I'm going to take that as her saying that he needs to basically move on or maybe just continue sleeping with his students because she ain't the one. For now, because she's been flip flopping. She want him, then she don't want him, then she goes see the sponsor, then she catches him with somebody else, then she throws herself all over him, then she don't want him anymore. I'm like, what is wrong with this child? Is this why she's seeing a sponsor? Do y'all, like, some people believe that the sponsor is still there as her sponsor for like a sex addict, a sex addiction thing, let me know if that's what y'all believe, because that's what some people had, gave me feedback on as far as the sponsor. Now, if it's not for that though, if it's not for sex addiction, it might well soon be. It might eventually be. Did y'all see the scene of her and Zeke in that bathroom? Child, I knew a while back that Zeke was feeling something for Carrie. I didn't think they would hook up though, but now Carrie's, she knows all about his feelings and exactly what those feelings feel like. That's a big boy. Ooh, child. Ooh, hold up. How old is he? Is he? Yeah, he got to be at least 18. He's in college. Yeah. Okay. So she might not go to jail. But why do I have a feeling that Carrie is going to regret this little act? Now, Zeke, for some reason, and I could be wrong, but for some reason, he seems like the type of guy to pursue Carrie, get her goodies, get her cookies out her cookie jar, and then become clingy, if not stalkerish. Now, y'all let me know if y'all feel otherwise. But I just have a bad feeling about this. A really bad feeling. But I can see it now. As far as Reynolds, she don't want nothing to do with Reynolds now. But can you see it? Reynolds coming to Carrie's rescue if Zeke does turn out to be a single black basketball player. That probably went well over most of your heads, but it's okay. Just rewind. You might get it the next time. But anyway, y'all, I'm just being silly. I do have questions for y'all. Okay, now this is the mid-season finale. I didn't check to see when the next episode is going to come on, but it could be like a month or so or whatever. But anyway, do you think Drew will get another chance with the basketball player? Do you think McClain's deal with Sachs was legit, or is he playing Sachs? Will Tariq be punished by Monet or Kane for the stolen products, or will Tasha receive the wrath from Tejada? What do you think Tariq would do if he found out that Reynolds is plagiarizing his work? Do y'all think that Tariq might be upset, but then be like, okay, you can use my work. You can plagiarize my work. As long as we work out a little something, maybe to get him a little slack in class, maybe get him some better grades, maybe not embarrass him as much in the classroom, maybe let him be a little late every now and again. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. If you want to answer the questions, feel free to answer them in the comment section. And make sure, again, please like and share this video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Don't forget, we are on Twitter. We are on Facebook. We are on IG. And we have also a website, thehoodtable.com. And if you are on the thehoodtable.com website and you are signed up to get our monthly newsletter, make sure you look for that, because I did send out one this month, which I do every month on the first of the month. Check your spam folder. If you haven't seen it in your inbox, in your email, please check your spam folder, because sometimes it goes into spam. And just mark it as not spam. But anyway, y'all, Thanks again for tuning in. I will be back later on this evening because we are going to be reviewing, and I got some of my friends that's going to be helping me review. One of them is another YouTuber. The other one is like my co-host, and another one is, just a friend of mine. And we're going to be reviewing that documentary on Netflix. It just came out like a week ago. It's called American Murder: The Family Next Door, about the murder of Shannon Watts in Colorado. It took place in Colorado. Um, it was a few years ago. It was big, big, big news. A lady named Shannon, who was a married woman and who was like 2 months pregnant. No, like 3 months, 15 weeks pregnant, and had two little girls. She went missing and the little girls, and they found her, later after her husband confessed to being, the one to murder his family. So anyway, that's what we're going to be reviewing later on tonight. So I hope to see you there in the chat, and I hope you guys got a chance to watch that documentary. But if not, it's on Netflix, so hurry up and watch it. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Stay safe. Be blessed. And I'm out. Deuces.